Welcome back to Istora Senayan, finals day at the Indonesian Masters. Well, what a display in that men's doubles by Gideon and Sukamuljo. Next up, we've got more home involvement in the next two finals, but the first of those is the women's doubles. It's the beaten finalists from 2 years ago, the number 8 seeds, POLII and RAHAYU, up against Maiken Vogel and Sara Thuesen from Denmark. Well, as far as the women's draw was concerned, we lost the world number ones, Chen Qingchen and Jia Yifan, before the quarter-final stage, as you can see, which means that by quarter-final we had 5 different nationalities and only 4 seeds, because we lost the number 1 and 2 seeds in the second round, which started the tournament with 11 players and 4 pairs who had contested the women's doubles final here at this event previously. By semi-final stage, in the top half of the draw, it was the battle of the beaten finalists from the last 2 years. And it was the finalists from 2 years ago that won that battle. In the bottom half of the draw, the 3-time winners and 2-time defending champions, the Olympic champions Matsumoto and Takahashi, losing in 2 straight games to the unseeded Danes, Vogel and Thuesen. Ought to be mentioned as well that at semi-final stage in the women's doubles, the 4 pairs from 4 different nations. And seen when you consider that only happened 3 times in the women's doubles discipline in the whole of 2019. It happened at the Thailand Masters, the Swiss Open, the US Open. So all Super 300 events. It's the first time for well over a year that we've had all 4 semi-finalists that are Super 500 and above from 4 different nations.
It has been dominated by players from Japan especially, but also Korea and China have sort of made a bit for it lately. And as a Dane, of course, it's good to see a Danish pair in the semi-final.
Yes, it's the first Danish pair, in fact, of any of the 3 disciplines. It's the first pair from Europe in any of the 3 doubles disciplines to contest a final here at the Indonesian Masters. A couple of years ago, Juul and Pedersen were in the semi-final of the women's doubles, but it's the first women's doubles pair from Denmark in a women's doubles World Tour final since Juul and Pedersen won the 2018 All England Championships. But here are the beaten finalists from 2 years ago, POLII and RAHAYU. For POLII, this is actually a 4th final. Prior to this year, she'd been in 3 finals with 3 different partners. Johori, Maheswari, and of course 2 years ago with her partner of today, RAHAYU. That was in 2010, 15 and 18 respectively. So the Danes, Maiken Vogel and Sara Thuesen, quite clearly the biggest match of their lives. This is their first ever final at a Grand Prix Gold Super Series or World Tour. The biggest title they've won so far was the 2016 Swedish Masters International Challenger event, and that was 4 years ago. And the fact that we have a Danish pair against an Indonesian pair means that for the first time in 15 consecutive Super 500 or above tournaments or majors, we will not have winners from either Korea, Japan,
players, let's do the
or
toss.
China.
Sarah, black or red?
Well, that's ominous for Danish fans, the fact that this is the 6th meeting and the Danes have never beaten POLII and RAHAYU. But the last time they played,
You start on this side.
It was 3 games. That was in Chengdu.
Gracia receive,
China
serve. You
Super
serve.
1000 last year. 21-18 in the deciding game. The Indonesians won. Well, it was this pair, POLII and RAHAYU, the last non-Chinese, Japanese or Korean pair to win a major title, and that was at the India Open last year, where in fact they won their 2nd consecutive Indian Open title. Well, what an occasion for the Danes. Their achievement this week in Jakarta has been absolutely stunning. But Gracia POLII is the most experienced player on court. The 32-year-old from Jakarta, but brought up in Manado, right in the north of North Sulawesi. Currently number 8 in the world ranking, but she and her partner did spend 2 separate weeks as world number 3s. Apriyani RAHAYU, also born in Sulawesi, in the Kendari district, Lawulo, the city in which she was born. 3 finals last year for the Indonesian pair, winning 2 titles, that Indian Open I was talking about, and gold medal at the SEA Games, Southeast Asian Games, right at the end of last year. They were semi-finalists last week, and this week they were only pushed the full distance in the very first round against the 2018 World Junior Champions. In the quarterfinal, they beat Matsuyama and Shida, who for a 2nd consecutive week had beaten the world number 1s Chen Qingcheng and Jia Yifan. Semi-final against last year's beaten finalists Kim and Kong from Korea. Maiken Fruergaard is 24 years of age, born in Odense, which is where we play the Denmark Open Super 750 event. They actually went up 1 place in the world ranking this week to 30, but they have spent a total of 7 weeks across 3 different spells as 14 in the world. Sarah Thygesen will be enjoying her 29th birthday tomorrow. And what a tournament they have had. They beat Birch and Smith of England in the first round. In the second round, they beat the number 2 seeds, the former world number 1s and 3-time World Championship silver medalists, Fukushima and Hirota. Had to save a match point in the 2nd game of that 2nd round match. Then beat Supaji and Taira Tanachai, coming from 8-15 down in that 2nd game. Semi-final against the number 4 seeds, the Olympic champions and 3-time winners of this event, Matsutomo and Takahashi. Down in both of those games, 14-17 down in the first and 9-14 down in the 2nd. So, Steen, when I say they thoroughly deserve their place in today's final, that is not an understatement. When you beat the world, former world number 1s in 2 rounds, that's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is also a sign of how small the margins are. Had they lost that match point in the 2nd round, went on to next tournament, knocked out in the 2nd round of Indonesia, they didn't say, okay, we lost the 2nd round, but we felt we had the game to reach the final. But now they know that they had the game to reach the final.
Yeah, good point. Well, they've caused upsets already this week. Can the Danes cause another upset, or will it be home delight for Indonesia?
And on my left, Gracia POLII, Apriyani RAHAYU, Indonesia. Sarah Thygesen to serve to Gracia POLII. Bravo. Play.
So the women's doubles final gets underway. The Danes, Fruergaard and Thygesen. Nearest to us against the Indonesian number 8 seeds, POLII and RAHAYU.
1 love.
That's going well along the back line.
Service over. 1-0.
Serious error on her first serve. RAHAYU. Perhaps a little bit of nerves. Of course, they are the overwhelming favourites to win the title today.
They are. It's a great chance for both pairs. We basically see it as a great chance. But of course, when you have a 5-0 record in the head-to-heads, you see this as a good chance of winning a Super 500 title. And for Gracia POLII, I think a first ever title on home soil. And I think that would mean a lot to her. I don't know how many chances she'll get. Especially THYGESEN is also close to the 30 years of age, but they haven't played at top level for that long, so I think the hunger is still there, whereas you can see on Gracia POLII's movement, and she's been playing for many years at high level.
And of course, with an Indonesian player involved in the last match, it's possible for Indonesian players to win 3 titles at one of their home events. And when you look at Super 500 or above, which is equivalent to Super Series, so whilst Indonesian players have actually won 4 titles at this particular event, which was a Grand Prix Gold in 2014, at Super Series or 500 above level, you have to go back all the way to the Singapore Open of 2013 for the last time that Indonesian players won 3 titles at one tournament. So it's a great chance for Indonesian players to re-stamp their authority as major contenders at all world tournaments.
For the Danes, POLII and RAHAYU, they've looked a little bit tensed here in the beginning.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
And the Danes, just sat next to them briefly at breakfast here, and I don't think they know which country they're in at the moment, because it was just so overwhelming for them, this sudden success.
Service over.
I do think, though, that tension will creep in later if they were to do well.
3-6.
Game.
Well, it's landed in. That's a misjudgment from Gracia POLII.
Service over. 7-3.
You talked about her movement earlier, Steen. I can't help but think about her overhead shot. She had a very severe shoulder injury many years ago, POLII, and I think that's become more and more of a problem from the back of the court. I don't see her as a threat at all.
But still, she's playing some really good attacking shots, using only the forehand, which makes it very efficient in my opinion. And I think one of the key factors in this match is whether Indonesians can get RAHAYU to play at the same high level as she played in quarterfinal and semi-final. Magnificent. Good play.
Yeah, nicely done.
Now I've seen sort of a couple of rallies from the past rounds where the Danes have played, and they've played, in my opinion, a brilliant tactical game, but I also feel that some of their opponents have been sort of like walking directly into the trap. And yesterday, Ayaka Takahashi looked like she wanted to be everywhere else than on court against the Danes. I would think that the Indonesians, in the long run, tactically would be too wise for the Danes.
Service over.
Yeah, I think the fans might have a part to play in this match as well.
Yeah, but I think all the Europeans, including the Danes, they love to play here because even if the fans are against them, they love to play here because it's much worse the indifference that nobody wants to see you play.
Yes.
Service over. 9-5.
Yeah, I can understand that completely. That's well judged.
That's the trap that all the other pairs that the Danes have played in this tournament have fallen into.
10-5.
Taking chances that were mere teases, or rather taking chances that were not big enough, and then getting counter-attacked by the two Danes. Tactical styles similar to the ones employed by Christina Pedersen and Camilla RAHAYU.
A lucky net cord for the Danes, and they have a 6-point advantage here in the opening game of the mid-game interval. Staff for both pairs going back to their seats. Wang Hiang has worked with the Indonesians for many years. Jesper Holdgaard for the Danes.
He just recently been employed as coach with the seniors. He's responsible for the women's doubles. Worked earlier with the under-19 group, but since the departure of Kim Nielsen, who's now working in Spain, then Jesper Holdgaard has been responsible for the women's doubles team. So a lot of credit to him for this and working together with Thomas Stavngård, the mixed doubles coach. This is an important phase where the Indonesians have had the first chance to talk to Wang Hiang. Maybe regroup a little bit.
Both the Danes looking for the net area, nobody covering the back.
No, that's the plan, relying on the drift. So they're standing close to the service line.
Yeah, relying on the drift, and that's precisely what happened there.
Yeah, exactly, and that's worked brilliantly for them throughout the tournament. No one's been able to play the back line with accuracy.
Another one goes long.
13.
Steve, who chose ends?
The Danes chose ends.
So they wanted the good start.
They don't care which side they're on. There's different tactics to each side. Both are working, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's going wide. Oh. But yeah, I guess it's a little bit easier on this near side, playing the way the Danes want to play.
Service over.
In these drifty conditions, I mean, there's just no other good plan than coming forward in the defense, because on the other side of the court, if you're backing, then you won't have any other opportunity than to either block or play long. And play long, you know, that's very, very difficult with the drift. So you have to come forward, which gives you more opportunities. That's fantastic work by Michael FRUERGAARD.
Service over. 14-9.
Yeah. Straight attack. Stepped forward. And received the flat defensive shot and played the winner.
And again, challenge the opponents to play it over you and keep it inside the line.
It's quick serve is long.
Yeah. She's also been known to struggle with her service, just like POLII. Oi.
That's gone long. Well, they got in a bit of a muddle there, the Danes. It was going to land in. She was right to play it.
She was.
Yeah, definitely.
Service over. 15-10.
Haven't really seen the reaction I expected from the Indonesians. Just keep on playing the flat game when it's not fruitful. That's a good one.
Oh my goodness, that's a bit of a wild one.
But she was right, there was a gap there. No one was covering that one.
Service over. 11-15.
Important face now. Three mistakes by THYGESEN. I think at 15-10, we start thinking about winning this first game.
Oh.
There's the winner.
Yeah. They're far more efficient, the Danes, from the front of the court than the Indonesians are about intercepting and finishing off the rally.
THYGESEN got an advantage in reach compared to the two Indonesians. Two Indonesians, I think it's 163 each. That's where they got the steep attack, the Indonesians. Difficult for the Danes to counter flat.
Service over. 14-16.
I could easily see the most efficient Indonesian position to be POLII attacking from the backcourt with the steep smash in the beginning, and then RAHAYU following up with a good movement. Landed in.
Five of the last 6 points to the Indonesians. Good smash. 6 of the last 7 points, and now back level.
16-all.
That's a beautiful, beautiful smash from RAHAYU. Well, POLII is basically only serving quick serves at the moment. I don't know why the Danes aren't perhaps stepping a little, waiting a little further back in court.
We know that she can serve the short serve, Gracia POLII, so but I think it would be a good idea just to make her do something that she's not really feels comfortable with here. The Danes, they've stopped being sort of aggressive-minded in their defense, if that makes sense. That you're looking for the chance to turn it around, looking for the counter-attacking possibilities. In.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
What an anticipation from THYGESEN.
Service over.
Longest rally so far. Absolutely stepped into that smash with THYGESEN.
It's brilliant, because what should RAHAYU do? She couldn't get any steepness on her shot. The only other choice was to play it clear.
And then there's a risk with the drift of it going long.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Well, she's a fine mixed doubles player, is THYGESEN.
The Danes actually played very well back in 2018, and then Sarah got injured and had a layoff of 5 months towards the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, and it's taken them a while to come back to get the self-confidence back.
Well, they'll have a huge lot more self-confidence if they win these next 2 points to close out the opening game.
4-ball with the serve. It's going to be a flicker. They're coming forward. Good save by the Indonesians. Excellent. Great rally.
Service over. 18-19.
Yeah, Indonesians under so much pressure with that flick serve every time from POLII.
I think maybe the Danes, they can see that when the racket head drops, it's always a long serve.
Yeah. 2 game point opportunities for the Danes.
Fruergaard's nervous.
What a rally.
Whoa!
That is sensational. Right in between POLII and RAHAYU. And I suspect that might be the longest rally of the match so far. 53 shots for that final rally. Won by the Danes to close out the opening game, 21-18, 22 minutes.
Indonesian superfan.
Coach, thank you. Coaches, thank you. Michael, to serving.
Well, can the fairy tale continue for Fruergaard and THYGESEN? 1 game away from the title.
Second game. All play.
So they get the second game underway, having already won the first 21-18 against the number 8 seeds POLII and RAHAYU. So second service error. Any specific words of wisdoms?
I was not able to hear a single word.
Right, okay.
Because of the loud music here in the arena. But it looked very confident on the Danish side. On the other hand, I got the feeling from the body language on the Indonesian side that they were not really sure what to do, how to proceed. And Jan was talking a lot. And they're facing a different Danish approach here in this second game. So there's a good chance that they haven't really solved the game of the Danes.
Well, they were queuing up for that one, the Danes.
Service over. 2-1.
Oh, they're getting in each other's way.
Ball.
Yeah.
Service over. 2-all.
will start to his coaching with the national team for Jesper Hårgaard, because he's got the confidence of these two girls now. So very, very good position to work with the Danish women's doubles.
3-2.
Yeah, no wonder he's smiling.
Lost that rally, but they were still sort of having the upper hand. Look how quick she comes forward, Sarah Thygesen. The majority of the Danish lifts are going to go towards the Indonesian backhand side, no doubt about it.
That's well left.
5-3.
And I would like to see the Danes, when they're attacking, I would like to see them attack cross using the sideways drift. So that means that when they're attacking from the forehand side, I would like to see them attack cross using the sideways drift. It would be almost impossible for the Indonesians to get it back cross.
Running off to change her racket, POLII. Oh, that's clever, thoughtful, calm, calculated play from
4-5.
serve there from Hårgaard.
That's an excellent move.
Well, there's a challenge here from POLII and the RAHAYU. First challenge of this women's doubles.
She's almost faster to the net than Ginting was yesterday. Sarah Thygesen.
Yeah, that's clearly in. Clearly in. It's a wasted challenge by the Indonesians.
One challenge remaining. 5-all. Play.
So what on earth is RAHAYU complaining about there?
I wasn't sure.
Quick word with the umpire. It was obviously didn't like something. Oh dear me.
Service over.
That was not what she needed, Gracia POLII. Because now there's a big chance that the next 2-3 serves are going to be long, no matter what.
Great flick serve from Thygesen.
7-6.
And then a stunned silence from the fans. Indonesians wanted to change the shuttle. The Danes said no, it's perfectly fine. Didn't fluff it up with a flip serve.
No, exactly.
Good low serve there. I like their attitude on court.
Yes.
I made a mistake. Smile. Doesn't matter. Let's get on with it.
I did what we had planned, and I'm just going to do it a little bit better next time, so watch out on the other side.
Yeah.
So much more efficient than the morning that you made the mistake.
Moaning. That was mighty close. Danes choosing not to challenge. Yeah, correct call. Well intercepted. Nice. It's a good rally. Good interception again. Yeah. Sara Thygesen is making a huge difference with her anticipations at the front of the court. Look, she's already forward.
So it's not possible for the Indonesians to ever get sort of some calm in their attack, play a drop shot, get it up again, and look where the Danes are standing. Because every time they know there's one player from the other side coming forward, so either you smash, play a fast-paced shot, or you clear.
Yeah. So that last rally, the longest rally of the second game.
I still feel, though, that POLII and RAHAYU are about to work their way into this match here, keeping the scoreline even or a little ahead, and it should give them a bit more confidence.
Service 10-8.
To the mid-game interval with the home favourites with a 3-point advantage.
Vi råber på, at vi har stået i den her situation flere gange nu, ikke? I det situation trykker den forbi, nu bare helt op. Så spiller den over, så starter vi forfra. Vi bliver med at søge det her angreb ud på. Hvad er det herovre? Der er masser af muligheder for at spille bedre med.
Corsican wave going round Estoril. Fans very much enjoying this final. Flick serve is long. You suggested after a service error should be flicking. Any chance of hearing what was said this time?
Just heard the first part of it, which was calm down. We've been in these situations a number of times and we're playing right. And just some small adjustments, I think. I couldn't hear what they were.
Oh, that's brilliant defence. Oh, a missed opportunity. That was a golden opportunity for Mike and Fruergaard.
12-9.
So more and more pressure on RAHAYU's serve.
A little hand signal, just letting her partner know what serve she's going to employ.
Well played. And this is signs that the Indonesians have also calmed down and dare to play softer paced shots in the open areas on the court.
That's 2 missed opportunities in 2 rallies by the Danes. It's a good rally.
Thank you.
Really good rally, and even better from an Indonesian perspective because they withstood the Danish attack. I feel the Danes, they are lacking a plan for how to score the points from an attacking position at the moment.
Well, 6 of the last 7 points to the Indonesians. And I suggest this may well be the decisive move, certainly of this second game. That's gone wide as well.
17-9.
8 of the last 9 points now to the Indonesians. Oh, it's called good.
It's still too wild, in my opinion.
Service over. 10-17.
Too risky. A little couple of centimeters off the point of impact there makes a huge difference, and it's going to hit the A boards. So going to be difficult for the Danes to come back in this second game, I think. Like you said, Jill, from, was it 12-9, 11-9?
Well, it was 11-9 at the mid-game interval, 11-8 at the mid-game interval, but it had been 9-8.
Yeah.
17.
Now, what on earth was the delay there from POLII?
Maiken, change.
Well, yesterday they came back in both games, the Danes, against the reigning Olympic champions, Matsutomo and Takahashi. No, surely this is too big a margin. Were fortunate there because they were both backing off the same side, and there was a huge gap down their forehand side.
There was, and that's where I feel the Danes, they are attacking the wrong side of the court. It's okay that they push towards that side because that's the safe corner, but attack the forehand side of the Indonesians. There it is. What's going on?
Yeah, well, they're going to challenge this, and I'm pretty certain the Indonesians will win this challenge. Did look long to me. Yeah, clearly long.
Play.
2 points away from the second game, the Indonesians, to level this final at 1 game apiece. Game point opportunities, a whole host of them. The number 8 seeds, POLII and RAHAYU. That's gone long. They only needed the one opportunity, and it's 1 game all in this women's doubles final. 21-11, the second game. 44 minutes into the match. And the Danes will have to regroup and rethink. Here's the final points of the second game, clearly long. It's a 1 game all. Well, I think you had zero chance of hearing anything that was being said there, Steen.
Apriadi, Gracia, on court. Gracia, on court. Thank you.
Gracia POLII
Gracia, serving.
taking the rules to the limit. Players are supposed to return to court when the umpire says 20 seconds remaining.
Bravo. Play.
So 12 of 15 points to close out the opening game for the Indonesians, which means that the momentum is very much with them. What can the Danes do in response?
One love.
That's a good smash, good placement.
She wasn't aware of what she was going to do, Rahayu there. I would think the Indonesians would try and lift to that backhand corner of the Danes to create some room on the front court. That would be my advice if I were Indonesian coach. Play some lifts to that corner, and then once in a while, when in good position, a little bit of lift also to the Jakarta corner where it says Jakarta outside the court. Just start it there, play with good margin, just so the Danes don't know. And very clever, steep attack here.
It's over. 2-1.
We know from past tournaments and watching POLII and Rahayu, they will be more than happy just to defend and work their opponents.
And THYGESEN is too close to the net in the Danish attack. I don't think they have any intention of playing her in at the net. Challenge.
Yeah, that looked to me as if it clearly landed in. We couldn't be further away from that end of the court, Steen.
No,
that looked to me as if it landed on the inside of the line. No, it wasn't.
One challenge remaining. Play.
2 or 3 points away from the victory are the Indonesians at the moment, in my opinion.
Yeah, good pressure from Sarah Thuesen. You mean that psychologically, if they get
to 6-1, 7-1,
yeah, then they've got on top of the Danes.
I think so. Well played.
Stop is over. 5-2. Apriadi.
this is a good rally.
Fantastic defense.
RAHAYU.
3-5.
Final shot missed the sideline. But not only the longest rally of the match, probably the best rally of the match so far. Absolutely tremendous.
Thank you. Thank you.
They've realized that in the defense on the far side, they don't need to play the back line. They just need to play it over the Danes. And if they're standing forward on the court, then it's perhaps only just past the middle that they need to play the defense.
Yeah.
And that's given a really good match.
That's missed as well.
4-5.
Again, a sign that the Indonesians are looking for the gaps, don't want to fall into the same trap as in the first game where they basically played directly into the Danes' rackets.
That's a great smash. What a good return of serve from POLII.
6-4.
That was good placement of the smash from POLII.
7-4. Ball. Service over. 5-7. Play, Michael.
Yeah, it's another very good rally.
Brilliant tactical play by the Indonesians.
Service over.
Only attacking when we have the chance to get the correct steepness on their shots, and that is very efficient. And in the beginning of the rally, we saw FRUERGAARD attacking and THYGESEN standing at the net, not able to intercept anything because there's not going to be any shots at the front court.
Play.
Good return of serve.
Service over. 6-8.
Oh, that's gone too long.
7-8.
Yeah, clearly long.
Play. Gracia.
Oh, she's got back the net cord. For the lift, too short. And it got what it deserved from POLII.
Service over. 9-7.
If I were the Danes now, I would be very careful playing POLII, because I think she's the one who has the awareness to play the correct shots.
Thank you. Apriani.
Yeah, that was clever. That was a much softer smash.
Yeah. 8-9.
Your opponent's got it set into the defensive rhythm because you're always hitting the same pace.
Exactly.
Service over. 10-8.
Yeah, again, it was a softer smash.
I think Jesper Hårgaard is emphasizing to Michael Fruergaard that the variation is so important. And then it allows Thygesen, when she stays in the front there, it allows her to take some chances, because it is the best choice to block it.
Oh, dear me. That's her first service error, Thygesen. But it's the third service error by the Danes throughout the match. So a 2-point advantage for POLII and RAHAYU at the change of ends here in the deciding game.
If I were the Danes, then I would take my time now in between the rallies. Of course, you want to get back into this match, but the second priority is to sort of, if you can't catch the Indonesians, then stay close so that you give them a chance to get nervous again.
Yeah.
Or tensed.
Short.
That's the way to do it.
Service over.
Well played.
10-11. Sarah. Maiken.
The flick serve is too predictable. It's perhaps a little high as well, giving RAHAYU ample time to get back and play the perfect smash. Well, we're 2 minutes over the hour mark now in this women's doubles. Oh, I thought that was going wide. Good rally again. Longest rally of this deciding game without any question. Unbelievable. That's a tired-looking shot.
Yeah.
Well, the Danes, in my opinion, too much attacking play at the same pace. They needed to vary it more in that rally. Absolutely. Rally of the entire match, 95 shots.
Very interesting to see how the two pairs respond to this long rally.
Service over, 13-11.
That's it.
Service over, 12,
Good attack
13.
by FRUERGAARD.
Play.
I will keep all the shots away from POLII right now if I were the Danes.
Because of her experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid defense.
Oh, she's dropped her racket. She doesn't know where.
If she'd gone out of the way, I think it would have gone wide.
The clash of rackets. She drops her racket. She doesn't know where she is, where her racket is. Where's she going?
You're just taking the racket.
That is extraordinary, isn't it?
13-all. Service over, 14-13.
Service judge should wear eye protection when judging women's doubles there. Megan FRUERGAARD almost hit a So is Judge. Attack by the Indonesians. POLII going all cross, and RAHAYU really quick to follow up there.
16-13. Play.
Well, she deserved a bit of luck there.
Service over.
Lewison.
14-16. Play. Play on. Play.
I just get the sense this is a really important rally. 15-16 or 14-17 after this next rally. And a 17-14
by RAHAYU there. The first shot that goes directly over the head of ThyGESEN, who sets it all up.
Oh, that's a lovely shot.
Service over. 15-17.
Three-point advantage and 3 points away from the title. Gracia POLII and Apriani RAHAYU. But the Danes are still giving it absolutely everything they've got.
They're still within striking distance, but I guess it's got to be now where THYGESEN is serving. They haven't scored a lot lately in the Mike and FRUERGAARD serve, the way I recall it.
That's a great serve, and the movement after the serve from THYGESEN, I think, helped force RAHAYU into error. So now just 1 point in it. Oh, goodness me, what a match.
It's up to POLII to take responsibility now.
Gone wide. The Danes are back level.
18-all.
Well, well, well. Who's got the nerve? Who's got the courage who's got the character. Good serve again. What a rally. Oh, the lucky net cord from Maiken Fruergaard. 51 shots. What an extraordinary final this has been.
I would never, ever have toweled down there. I would have done everything to stay on court if I was Danes.
Two points away now, the Danes, from the title. What a birthday present it would be for this lady tomorrow. 29 tomorrow.
In my opinion, the Danes need one more point on THYGESEN's serve.
I think most Danish fans would say 2 more points.
That's true.
Good serve again. Oh, it's gone long. They're challenging, but it's way long, surely. And then they'll have no challenges left. Here we go. It's way, way long. That's a complete and utter waste of a challenge. Because this is so close, you might need a challenge, but they've got no challenges left now.
So can POLII, can she muster up a short service? No.
No.
And she can muster up some great defense.
What a rally. Good shots.
Net cord again. It's too early to celebrate, in my opinion.
The match point opportunity for the Danes. And as Steen says, will the celebrations be proved to be a little bit premature?
Yes, play on. Change. Yes. Maiken. Play.
Well, once again, the Danes say they don't want to change the shuttle. Well, surely this is going to be a flick as well, Steen.
It's going to be a flick, but and I don't think Fruergaard has any control of what kind of flick it is. I just think she wants it to stay inside. So I would suggest a flat one, but I don't think it's possible to for her to control it.
Match point.
It could even be a direct error the way I see it. I think there's so much tension now.
Yeah. It was a good flick serve. What a good smash. The raw from the home fans.
THYGESEN iron in full effect.
20 all, and extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. Indonesian fans on their feet.
No matter who wins, it's a beautiful way of winning. No matter who loses, it's a terrible way of losing.
Yeah. Well, in between the two Indonesians, and it's a second match point opportunity for the Danes. The fans here are almost silenced.
Well, very contrasting experience to the last rally.
So now it's the THYGESEN serve. She's been serving particularly well.
Play.
I hope that's not the curse of the commentator.
Over to the left shoulder.
And now a smash down the centre from the Indonesians.
Look at the Danes moving backwards.
Yeah, that's tension, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it wasn't as bad as I originally thought. They actually had a half step forward, but not as attacking in the defense as we've seen them. But who can blame them in this situation?
So it's POLII to serve. Almost certainly another flick.
Oh, ragged frame.
So having saved 2 match points, now Gracia POLII and Apriani Rahayu on the verge of victory. A match point opportunity themselves. Estora Senayan erupts. The beaten finalists from 2 years ago become the champions. Gracia POLII in her 4th final here at the Indonesia Masters wins her first ever title on home soil with partner Apriani Rahayu. Well, that's a lovely moment, the embrace between the two pairs. Survived 2 match points. And that's what it means to the Indonesians. Well, it was a match that had virtually everything, didn't it? Drama, excitement, wonderful play, long rallies. Physically and emotionally, that match will have taken its toll on all 4 players. 23-21 in the deciding game. An hour and 20 minutes. But it was all worth the effort. 2 Indonesians embrace. Steve, that was something special.
Yeah, that means so much. You can see it to Gracia POLII. They played so many great games in the Asian Games tournament, ended up with a very good bronze medal. That's just not what you hope for. You hope to stand on the highest of the podiums on finals day. Danes, of course, devastated, but they have to evaluate the same way as if they'd won it. It's only 2 points. It's a net court on the right time. Finally gets a big title on home soil. POLII, very well deserved. And what a fantastic match.
Yes, coming from a game down 18-21, 21-11, 23-21 in the deciding game. Just shy of an hour and 20 minutes. Well, they're dancing in the aisles, and they'll be celebrating here in Jakarta tonight.
Double champion, Daihatsu Indonesia Masters 2020. What a match, what a comeback. Can you share with us? Permainan luar biasa, pertandingan luar biasa. Bisa disaring sama kita di sini.
Puji Tuhan, dan sama seperti kalian semua yang ada di sini, saya sangat bangga menjadi bangsa Indonesia. Terima kasih. Terima kasih untuk kalian semua yang ada di sini. Terima kasih seluruh rakyat Indonesia sudah mendukung kita, dan semua pelatih dan semua tim pelatnas ya BBSI. Terima kasih untuk dukungannya dan untuk keluarga kita di rumah. Terima kasih.
Thanks God and thank you. I'm proud to be Indonesian, and thanks to the all fans for the support. And once again, big applause. Gracia POLII, Apriani, Rahayu.
Yeah, there was an awful lot of thank yous in those two comments from the two players, Gracia POLII and Apriani RAHAYU. Well, Sean, you were saying that the Danes love playing here because of the atmosphere. And if the Danes love playing with all the fans shouting and screaming when they're not actually supporting you, what must it be like when they are screaming and shouting for you? It must be incredibly special.
One of HSBC BWF World Tour Super 500 award ceremony for women's doubles event. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winner and the runner-up.
So both pairs are asked to step forward for the prize presentation. What a final. What a tournament the Danes have had. Maiken Frogo and Sarah Thorsen. Well, it's a week that they will remember here in Jakarta. But a 7th career title for Gracia POLII and Apriani RAHAYU. A 4th title at World Tour level. A 4th title at Super 500 level. But for the Danes, well, this is a milestone for them. First ever World Tour tournament final. In a week where they beat 2 former world #1 pairs, including the reigning Olympic champions. And they put on a wonderful display in today's final. But well-deserved champions. Apriani RAHAYU getting her medal first. And for Gracia POLII, a very special moment after losing 3 finals at the Indonesia Masters. At long last, in 10 years, she becomes the champion. biggest payday the Danes will have ever had as well.
So much to build on when you've had such an experience here in Istorasanaja, and that means that can be your whole motivation for trying to experience it again.
Yeah. Such a fabulous match, the women's doubles final. And it's difficult to know quite how you follow that, but of course the answer is you follow it with men's singles. And the two players who have won the title for the last 2 years. Anthony Ginting against Anders Antonsson. Yeah, that's a lovely touch, isn't it? Inviting the Danes on to the top of the podium. So as I was saying, coming up next is men's singles final. The champion from 2 years ago, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, against the champion from last year, Anders Antonsson.